Welcome back to this week's final episode of Just Joshin.
Joshin. Yeah.
Now we're finding Griff a family.
Yeah. This is another world-building side quest with characters that we barely know and probably will never talk to again.
They do a lot of things right, but some of the side quests are a little off.
Well, the problem is it's just that it's a long time investment.
Yeah.
For something we don't give a damn about. And so...
And a lot of the cities are just a little too big.
Yeah, this city, there's a lot of
Beautiful.
nothing. There's a lot of nothing in this town. So basically, Griff is having a hard time acclimating into the city life because he doesn't want to be here and he doesn't want to work and he doesn't want a foster family because they're just going to make him work. So basically what you do is you walk around and you look for people that want to have a child and take him in. There's a bunch of different characters.
There's three groups.
There's three
groups.
One
is like a techno mage that needs an assistant. She's kind of awful. One chick just wants to deck him in the throat. And then some scavengers.
Yeah, so
don't shower regularly.
The first girl that we talked to is the one that wanted to
punch him in the throat
because he's ungrateful for basically she says something along the lines of he doesn't understand why that's a stupid idea to live in the jungle and
send him my way, I'll punch him.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat him and some sense into him. The other guy is like, hey, I need an assistant, so yeah,
and
I'll adopt
all the other ones have quit.
Yeah. So I'll adopt a child in order to make him my unpaid servant, basically. And then the last group that we found was these guys, which are,
basically the tunnel rats from Fallout.
Basically, they're a group of scavengers, and they kind of live by their own code and scavenge by day, and that's how they make their money and stuff like that. And so basically, as soon as I heard these ones, I was like, oh well, these are the ones.
I'm sure he fits in with all three.
Sure. I'm sure that it's basically just he rationalizes it whatever way, no matter who you give him to. But basically these guys fit perfectly in with him because scavenging all day and doing whatever you want, that's perfect freedom. I mean, it's basically work anyway, but it's working the way that you want to work. And so we sent him along with these guys because I thought that would be the best chance at having a happy ending.
I wanted to send him with the crazy lady that wanted to work him to death. Because, to be honest, I hate Griff.
Yeah, he's not that great of a character. I mean, he's just a whiny little brat that lost his family. Boo-hoo.
I was doing just fine surviving. We were about to get eaten by a monkey spider.
So then there's the one who wanted to work him to death.
Yeah.
And so then we go back and talk to Griff. And today we're picking an adoptive family. And then they give you the opportunity to... Once again, I'm kind of shorthanding these episodes a little bit because of a lot of reasons. But basically then you pick which one you want them to do.
We pick the tunnel rats.
Yeah, the rust crawlers. They're crawling through the rust.
2 rules. 3 rules.
You guys stink. See the bright side, dude. We're not forcing anyone to take showers. Also, hope you like rat soup. It's actually the conversation leading up to the end of this is it makes it seem like Griff is not going to be happy with these, and I was sitting here like, oh man, I made the wrong decision. And then he's like, that's awesome.
All my life.
And so then I was like, yay, I made the correct decision.
And I responded with, yeah.
Yeah. We were both very excited at the end.
I like the overall story, but some of these side quests just are like, oh yay, it's a side quest.
Yeah, this is a happening. That's what's happening.
Which would matter if we needed the experience.
Or the items. I think we actually do get something useful at the end of this one. I can't quite remember.
Although Celine goes full on bear, mama bear.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
She put on her war face.
Yeah, look at how you see my brow is furrowed. I am so upset. And so basically she says, I'll come back and make sure that he's okay, so you better make sure that he's okay.
Otherwise, she's going to explode you with magic.
And they're like, if you can find us, bitch. All right. And then they talk about what a bear she was and responsibility and all that stuff. And
She is anything but a bear.
Well, before the bear necessity.
Oh,
That's
right.
right. We got the
Yep.
recipe for the techno staff.
So, yeah, even the less exciting side quests are worth doing because you get the weapon recipes, and some of them are huge upgrades.
And some of the lesser side quests can also give you crafting materials, which may seem pointless, but they lead to being able to make those recipes. Now, unfortunately, we still haven't gotten to the point where we can craft tier 3 crafting materials, so we still can't even make any of the techno sets. But
Technologic.
I don't know why I thought it said techno scythe.
Because
yeah.
you were really excited for the scythe.
I was. Scythes are some of my favorite weapons in games. But yeah, so now we've got that.
I like the Kurisagumi.
Okay.
Kurigasami? Kugasarimi?
Kasarigama.
That's what I said, Kugisarimi.
And then we just ride out, and we're gonna... I slot some more stuff in for him. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
The spooky forest.
Yeah, now we're going into the spooky forest. So it's another kind of mini boss fight, which we've already fought a Hellmaw for...
But this one's corrupted.
Yeah, this is a corroded Hellmaw, which means that it actually has a weakness. The other Hellmaw didn't have a weakness.
This is nothing we can't handle.
That should be the last time that I actually skip during this episode, but yeah.
I don't think we didn't get this.
No, because we don't know what the fuck mutism is.
It's when they mute you.
No, that's not.
Yeah.
No, this is a game with like mutation and stuff. Mutism has to be mutation or something.
Yeah, you're gonna grow fucking tentacles out of your head. No, that's what they call. That's what the mute is.
Well, how do we cure it?
With purge,
There's got to be an item that does it though.
tuning fork.
Oh yeah. That is what it is. But yeah, so because I didn't know that, I don't have any of those things equipped, and I also
don't think we
think
ever get muted.
I don't think we get muted. Yeah. Oh yeah, clingy. He throws up this little cage, and you have to attack the scythe. Except for the first time that I attack, I do it with Eusaurus, which one of Eusaurus' special things is that he attacks the entire case that he attacks.
So he whacks Darien.
Yeah, so I hit Darien as well as...
But Darien can't complain because he did the same thing to Celine a few times.
Once.
Few times.
And so at this point, I'm like, oh, he's corroded, which means that he's fire. Yay! Which means that I actually have his weakness. But look how much fucking health he goddamn has. So that green skull is poison, but what's that white snowflake?
I don't know.
I wish I looked. I was too busy being happy that I had weakness things that I could do.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, one of his abilities is nap.
I feel it. It does exactly what you would expect Nap to do.
Yeah, it literally says, wow, that is a big area of effect. It literally says that he just falls over and goes to sleep, but the nap is canceled if he takes too much damage. Yay, death mark.
Darkness before dawn.
Bok, bok.
See, now at this point, not even Darien was fast enough to get away from that.
And Darien is crazy fast.
Yeah. And now there's just a big old thing of poison.
Like, Darien is comically fast compared to the rest of the characters.
Yeah, but he's also strong. Like, I have speed and attack. So it's, and I'll say this, it's because there's no accuracy stat. So you don't need accuracy, you just need speed and attack.
Just be so fast. Have this. I don't know why you say have this. It's take this.
I don't know what that's from. Have this.
I could believe it.
Oh yeah, that's right. When he attacks, he goes whoosh.
Darkness before dawn.
You were super happy about that. I remember you giggled.
I do giggle occasionally. It's not very rare. It's not very common occurrence, but occasionally I do have something approaching an emotion.
Ugh.
Not right now,
It just
though.
like spooges out of its neck. Its neck hole opens up and gives spooge. Oh, apparently we got it low enough to the point where tendrils came out.
Heh, 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 heh. Who doesn't love a good tendriling now and then?
Me?
Hmm?
I said me.
Well. La 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 la. We bonk it for 30 minutes. It is actually a really cool monster, though. That's the worst part. Is it looks so cool.
Well, we've talked about this so many times. Is that the design of these monsters, like the fucking wolf with the back neck, or the back neck mouth. The monsters are incredibly well designed. Just like sometimes there's a ton of mechanics and stuff in the game, but there's just so many times where the mechanics just don't matter.
Yeah.
And so it's like, yeah, the design is cool, the mechanics are awesome, but it just doesn't matter, you know? So it's just frustrating sometimes, especially when you see the potential.
Yeah.
By the way, I threw a firebomb and it is just doing copious amounts of damage to him.
That's the corroded. They're weak to fire.
I
That's
know.
why they use fire to cleanse the corroded valleys.
But I just mean like the amount of procs, you know? It's not like one every second. It's like bam, 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 because it's just doing so much damage to it. I think it might be doing more damage to it because it's a larger monster. Now that I think about it, remember the way that the drone took up more than one space on a case? I think
No. The drone didn't. The cases with the walls only had 2 spots.
Oh, well, it makes me think that maybe the Hellmaw, like maybe the Hellmaw takes up all 4 spots on the case. Like
He is thick.
maybe no other monster can do that, and so because he's taking up 4 spaces, he's getting hit 4 times as often by the dot. You know?
I think it affects it every turn.
Well, no, because as time passes, it'll be like bam, 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 bam. So I think that it's actually affecting it because it's larger, which would be a pretty cool effect.
Spit. He llama-ed you.
We're getting close to the end. I think I just firebomb him again. I'm waiting for the poison effect to go away. There we go. Now I switch to Darien, move back to the middle, and we buy our farm. That is a solid chunk of damage.
Yay.
Especially because, yes, right now it's only doing... Oh, god damn it. Yes, right now it's only doing 400 to those things, but that's just because there's only one thing in each of those cases. Later on, when there's like multiple enemies in all those cases, it'll be completely different.
Yay.
Yeah, and it'll just be... Because it'll be exactly like Bold Opening, except for Bold Opening is kind of like really weak. It's only like 100 damage.
Well,
Whereas,
that was also much earlier in the game when you got it.
that's true.
Dead.
Yeah. Didn't cure the mutism though because didn't know what the fuck it was. I didn't even see. Did we even get muted or
I don't
changed at
think
all?
so.
We got poisoned.
Yay.
Precatorius. Woo!
Got the panther power.
I'm actually not certain what that does. Gardening 101.
It's
I think is this where we get the chapter 4 thing? No, that's after. That's later when
That's
it
right
forces
here.
it. No, well, it's a little bit later when it forces us to walk at him. You remember?
Oh yeah.
When
across
I'm
the
like, I
bridge.
just want to save it so we can stop.
Nikatar.
But yeah, basically we just walk forward here a little bit more, and we're about to be in chapter 4, which I'm not sure how many chapters there are in the game. Oh yeah, this is his new gear.
37.
Yeah, I don't know how many chapters there are in the game, but now that we actually finally have a third party member that won't betray us. Actually, I'm pretty certain that we're gonna keep him because he has a.
He already has betrayed us.
True. He already has betrayed us, but he also has a tech tree to make shit
true.
with, which Myrna never had. Actually, I don't even think she ever even got another weapon. I think she only used the daggers the entire time we were with her.
Possible. But you get your third character way late.
I agreed. I mean, we're like, what, 25, 30 hours into the game at this point?
Yeah.
And only 4 of those were spent shuffling gems. All right, so I was about to save it and end the episode, and then this fucking scene happens.
So much for the shortcut. The whole region is corrupted.
Oh yeah. I don't know if did we skip it where they're talking about why we have to take the shortcut? Because if you remember from many episodes ago, the path to
What is this?
Tir Kalem from Horelsor is full of corroded.
Yep.
And the consort and the army are burning that out of that pass.
Yes. So the entire pass is basically shut down for purification purposes.
So we're just gonna go through the
Valuable?
cyber forest.
Yep.
Quite hard to make too.
Everybody loves the cyber forest.
I made this one.
It's not as cool as the steampunk
You
forest.
sure it's safe?
The prospect
Would you-
of losing my last
Would you rather a cyber forest or a steampunk forest?
Cyber forest.
Really?
Very
Okay.
tempting.
Well, that was an easy question.
Yet I'm willing to
I prefer cyberpunk to steampunk.
this humble little device.
That makes sense.
Your
I don't. I'm
favorite
kind of on the
side
fence.
was the same.
There's some things that are cooler about each of them, you know.
Steam powered everything just annoys
So?
me.
You're coming?
But the outfits are cool.
We can hold hands if you want.
Yeah, but cyberpunk has better
Can't
colors.
possibly be serious.
What if we
Steampunk
What
is
if we take
brown.
the outfits of
And you with our
steampunk
lives.
with the everything else of cyberpunk?
This is
That's just cyberpunk.
nuts. Celine and I
No.
aren't ready to.
Steampunk has a different
Celine!
clothing aesthetic.
So far, so good.
Not really.
Nice.
Yeah, really.
You just don't see as many gears.
Ugh.
It's the only way forward.
But it's really
have to
geared
trust
toward people that enjoy it.
I hate you.
So this was a weird moment right here. This is the first time that they've ever done this in the game. You can't walk backwards. You can't run. You have to walk toward them in order to start chapter 4. It's really weird that they make you walk there. Like, really weird. It's almost like it feels like they could give you an option, or like there's a boss fight about to start.
I could
So they're like, here's your
go
prep
on
time,
about
but
how
instead it's
reckless
just you
are,
walk
Celine.
at
I
them.
know.
Come now.
It
We
happens.
have a clockwork
Yeah.
field across.
A clockwork field, so it is steampunk. So now you can run back.
That's not really steampunk.
Now we're in chapter 4, which chapter 3 was short as hell. Yeah, we're at 33 hours. So we're basically at 30 hours. All the well, we've also been doing a lot of side content. But yeah, and that's the end of the episode, I believe. So hope you guys like the abridged bit, but kind of had to move things along a bit there. Josh is passing out over here.
I'm not even gonna argue that.
I've only had to hit him 3 times during this episode to keep him awake. But thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back with regularly scheduled programming next week.
Saving any wonky weirdness.
Yeah. And
Thank you for watching. We've enjoyed making it for you. And if you do like it, like, subscribe, share, and remember, be kind to one another, because you don't know what that kindness means to another person.
bye.
Bye.